Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So what a week it has been. Sadly, this is not a crochet catch up. This is a little video just to catch you up and tell you all my news, really. So yeah, it's been a really up and down week. That's the best way that I can describe it, up and down. So if you're not interested in hearing about the week that I have had and it being more of a personal video, then I completely understand. Click off, I'll see you some other time. If you are intrigued to know what I've got to say, then stick around. It's great to have you here. So I also would like to say hi to any newbies again, because I have had a small little flurry of newbies come and check me out, and for that I am truly grateful for. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and I hope you stick around. Yes, I do. So let's rewind a little bit, shall we? So it's been a working week, and like you may have seen on a previous video this week, you know that things are very unsettled and very up in the air when it comes to my job. There is still nothing to report on that. We are still just sitting tight waiting for news. We are waiting for the powers that be to make their decisions and let us know what will be happening. But the prison is definitely closing. It will be no more. We just don't know whether it will be for a temporary amount of time or whether it will be permanent at this stage. And of course, then we don't know what that will mean for us. So as of next week, by the end of July, the first day of August, there will be no prisoners left in that prison. So life as I knew it is no more, and things are going to change. Now, I am filming this on Friday because on a Friday I have a half day, and I am going to be completely honest with you. I have had a rough day, a really, really rough day. I think it's just hit me like a shovel between the eyes today. It's taken a while for it to sink in and for me to really appreciate the ramifications of it. I wanted to come on and do a super happy, super excited video about what happened yesterday, Thursday. You're obviously not seeing. I don't know when you're seeing this, actually. You may be seeing this on Friday. I don't know. But it has been a really hard day emotionally for me today. I have burst into tears a few times. I have not been my best self around people today, and for that I am truly sorry. But similarly, I am human, and sometimes, you know, it's overwhelming and it is really difficult to put a smile on it all the time, to be honest. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I really don't. It's put us in a real bad way, to be honest with you. I don't know what it's going to mean for our finances. I don't know what it's going to mean for my daily work life, what that will now look like. I don't know what it's going to mean for us as a family unit. I just don't know much about anything, and it's a really hard place to be in emotionally and mentally, and hence why I did the video earlier this week, because I just want to be clear and open and honest with you guys. Now, I am going to still try and film videos as and when I can. There may obviously be a background feeling of, oh, Manfa's struggling a little bit. And yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I am fully committed to my channel. I am fully committed to you guys. In fact, it's you guys, this community here on YouTube, that have ridden the waves of life with me, whether they be good, bad, ugly, and everything in between. And this is the only constant that I can make for myself, if you see what I mean. So I have no control over work. I have no control over, you know, where my income's going to be coming from. I have no control over anything other than if I have the energy and the mental space to be able to switch on the camera and do a video for you, then I am going to. And I appreciate it if you come by and watch. One way that you could try and help the channel is to maybe go back and watch some of my older videos. I have been doing this for over 2.5 years now, and I am fast approaching having done 1,000 videos, guys, and that doesn't include lives and shorts. Lives and shorts I consider separate, as they are their own thing. But yeah, I have done, we're fast approaching 1,000 videos, so there is plenty of content for you should it start thinning out a little bit. But yeah, so it was a week of not much going on. The atmosphere is just stifling of uncertainty and anxiety and a bit doom and gloom, and it's been really weird with the numbers of prisoners declining. It's getting much quieter, it's getting a little bit eerie. We're just at a bit of a loose end, and we have lost a bit of our purpose a little bit, and that is really hard to shoulder on a day-to-day basis. Of course, my heart goes out to my colleagues, my heart goes out to the prisoners, believe it or not, because they're human too. I know they've done some awful things to get put in a place like that, but on a basic human level, they've had the rug pulled from underneath them as well, without much warning, without much notice, and in some cases not even having a clue where they're going to end up, which must be terrifying. Yeah, it's just been stiflingly frustrating, stiflingly sad. Sad is the overriding feeling. I can feel the emotion bubbling up in me again. I'm going to try not to cry because that's all I seem to be doing at the moment, but it's really hard. Really, really hard. And when you don't know what your future holds, it's a lot to kind of keep a grip on everything, you know? So yeah, mentally and emotionally, I'm a great big hot mess. Crochet is seeing me through when I do have the luxury to pick up my hooks and do my crocheting. It's right, I'm gonna curse now, so if you don't like swearing, I apologise, but it's just shit. It is absolutely shit, and there is nothing anybody can do about it, at least for the next couple of weeks or so. Now, I have got the next 2 weeks off on annual leave. I am going to try and enjoy a week with the children this coming week. And then towards the end of next week and most of the week after that, I have someone super special coming to visit and to see me. And no, I am not telling you who it is. You will find out soon enough. And to be honest, that is one of the only things that is making me cling on for a minute. So there is some nice stuff coming up, but obviously with the uncertainty of work and money and such like, I am wondering how much of a good time I can show my guest without obviously making my financial situation worse. So we will find stuff to do. We will have a lovely time regardless, and she will know exactly what to say to me to pick me up and dust me off and let me crack on again. So yeah, there is 2 weeks where in theory I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to think about it, I don't have to be immersed in it, but at the same time it ain't gonna go away. It's gonna be hanging over me like a dark cloud, and it is gonna be niggling away at me. I've just got to try and not let it take control. I've got to try and push it to one side, because my kids still need their mum, my guest still needs their friend, and life must continue even in the uncertain times, even in the choppy waters. Now, there is another lovely little bit of news. I have received a parcel from America which should be being delivered tomorrow. I got the letter saying that customs has had it and that I need to pay the duties, and once I've paid the duties I can have my parcel. So I have paid the duties and the parcel is coming tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that because it is somebody who has gifted me multiple times before, and their packages are more than worth it. So I'm excited to get it. I'm excited to film it, and eventually it will pop up on the channel, but it might be a week or two before you see it because I do have other things planned and scheduled. So yeah, I've got some lovely happy mail coming from a super wonderful, awesome, generous, lovely human being. And like I said, I've got 2 weeks of annual leave, so I'm going to try not to worry, but obviously I'm going to keep my phone to hand because if any major decision is made, I have made it clear that even if I'm on annual leave, I want to be informed and I want to be told in person. So I will be prepared to go in should I need to if any news crops up. So yeah, most of the week has just been kind of blithering around with no real purpose and just this horrible atmosphere that I've had to submerge myself in. I've got no other choice. And that is draining and it is mind bending and foggy. But I've done the best I could. The last tail end of the week, I had quite a big job dropped in my lap, and I walked out of there today in floods of tears because I didn't get it done, because I didn't get enough time to do it, and now I'm on annual leave for 2 weeks, so it is going to remain undone. And I don't like doing that. When I do my job, I see it through to the end. I dot every I cross every T, and I make sure everything is tickety-boo. I don't like leaving things half done. I don't like leaving things in the hands of other people should they need to step in and finish it for me. But that is the situation that I find myself in. So that's another reason why I had a little bit of a crying meltdown, because that is just not Manfa. That is not how Manfa operates at work. It really isn't. Excuse me while I have a sip of my tea. But I was told one thing today, and I know about it. We've been told it a million times over. I'm sure each and every one of us have. We can only control the controllable. We cannot control the uncontrollable. But that is just feeling so bleh at the minute. I know it's true, and I know it is the case, but it's just crap. It's just, it doesn't help. I know I have no control. I know I can't control what I can't control, but similarly, I don't like being in the position that I'm in. This was my chance, my shot at potentially starting a career for me, one that I'm going to love and enjoy, and I think it's pretty much over. And there aren't a lot of other jobs out there. So, anyway, what I am doing is I am taking things one step at a time, one day at a time, and just getting through as best I can, just being cautious with what I'm spending. So there won't be any kind of acquisitions or hauls or anything this coming month because I don't have the money to spend on it, because I actually have a big car bill coming next week. Like I said, I've got guests coming. We will have all of the children's school uniform to buy and kit them out in before they go back in September. Yeah, I mean, there's never a good time for something like this to happen, but this is a really crappy time. So yeah, oh, right, anyway, enough of the moaning, enough of the moaning. It has just been a horrific week, but it's done. We are now at the weekend, and we are now at the stage where I have got 2 weeks off. So hopefully I can keep myself busy and distracted and surrounded by some lovely, wonderful human beings that never fail to make me smile. And I must count my blessings in the fact that I have some amazing friends, amazing family, a roof over my head, food in my belly, and clothes on my back. And if that is all I can be thankful for right now, then I'll take it. But yes, now I've gone through some of the downs. Let's get to some of the ups. The most incredible thing happened on Thursday. Thursday was actually Mike's birthday. I forgot to mention it on Thursday's video. So we did give him some gifts and birthday cake and stuff on the Thursday evening. But when I was on my lunch break at work on the Thursday, the most surreal, unbelievable, crazy thing happened. I was checking my emails and my texts, you know, checking on the kids, see if they're okay, because they've broken up from school now. And a notification popped up on my phone that the gorgeous Jennifer, channel name Cinnamon Stitches, had dropped her latest video. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to watch that later. But then the title of it caught my eye. The title of it had the word Manfa in it, and I'm like... Now, Manfa isn't a common word in any language. It is my nickname that my dad gave to me ever since I was a little girl. And that is where the inspiration for my channel name came from. Because if you are new here, the story is my name is Samantha. Most people call me Sam. But my dad always called me Manf or Manfa because Manfa. That's where it came from. And it is a very sentimental name to me. Now, I know some of you guys struggle to say it. I have been called all sorts over my time here in YouTube, and it's absolutely fine. But no, it is not a common word, and it's not a common name. And to see my name in Jennifer's video title was just like, who in the what now? So I clicked on it, and I watched the little intro, and she... And I don't want to cry again, but I'm so emotional at the moment, guys. I do apologise. She has only gone and released a tutorial for a hat and named it after me. It's Manfa's hat tutorial. I will link it in the comments, not in the comments, I will link it in the description box down below. Now, because I was on lunch break, I couldn't grab yarn and I couldn't grab a hook and I couldn't get making it straight away, but I can tell you something, as soon as I finished this video, had my shower, got into my gym jams, I am grabbing yarn and a hook and I am making that hat. Now, Jennifer, Jen, Cinnamon Stitches, I don't know if you know this, and I feel really bad saying it, but I am completely honest on this channel. I'm not a hat fan. I haven't got the head for hats. They don't suit me. I have tried every hat known to man to try and look cool, to try and, you know, do the things, keep your head warm in winter, keep you cool and shaded in the summer. But honestly, guys, I just look ridiculous in hats. They are just not my thing. And I haven't made a lot of crochet hats, mainly for that reason. And also because I have no use for them. I'm not going to wear them. And every crochet, fibre, knitting, whoever does craft, they fall into a certain type of make that they absolutely adore and love. For me, my favourite crochet makes are blankets, shawls and amigurumi. Hats don't really feature in my life. But Jennifer made a hat with my name. Lots of people out there who follow her and support her are going to be making the Manfa hat. I think it's only right and proper that I make my own hat, don't you? So yes, like I said, I will be grabbing yarn and a hook and I will be making the Manfa hat, because for that gorgeous, gorgeous lady to have even considered me important enough to name one of her designs after just blows my tiny little brain, guys. I did upload a little short yesterday, which is highly embarrassing, and I've played it back a couple of times and I've been tempted to delete it, but sometimes I think it's great showing you the raw genuineness of ourselves, because I don't follow a script. I don't pre-plan what I'm going to say. I obviously plan what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to show, but no scripts, no nothing. And I don't edit either. And in that moment on that lunch break when that hat pattern dropped, I was laughing, I was smiling, I was almost crying. I nearly wet myself with excitement. I then felt a little bit sick and giddy. I was a bit of a mess, but in a good way for a change. These were good, happy, positive emotions, because I am just me. I don't try and pretend to be anything that I'm not. I don't edit, I don't, cut out anything that may be a little bit inappropriate or whatever. What happens, happens on my videos, and you have to suffer the lot, guys. But that short, even though I feel a little bit cringe and embarrassed by it, it genuinely shows you how I was feeling in that moment. I practically skipped back into work, and I had a smile on my face and such a warm glow in my heart for the rest of the day yesterday. It was just mind blowing. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. Why me? There are so many much more deserving people out there, much bigger channels that deserve the recognition. I am a tiny little fish in this YouTube pond, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and I've done nearly 1,000 videos, plus I don't even know how many lives and shorts on top. There is a lot of content on my channel, and I have bust my yarn balls working really hard just to get the numbers that I've got on my channel. But I mean, Jen's got 41.7k, 41.7k, and there's me with 2.1. So I am itty bitty, and I have always been a big, and I'm going to keep saying Jennifer because she really wants the world to know that she is Jennifer. She is not Cinnamon Stitches. Cinnamon Stitches is her channel. She is Jennifer. I have been a fan of Jennifer for most of the time that I've been on YouTube. Like, from the minute I found her, I have watched every video of hers since. I made a pledge at the beginning of this year that I was always going to have a Cinnamon Stitches pattern on my hooks, and I have done that, and I have made several, and now I've got one named after me. What? And actually, I'm going to let you into a little secret. If ever these videos are seen by my workplace, I am definitely going to get the sack, especially the one where I told you everything that's going on as well. I think I've divulged way more than I should have, but never mind. I'm going to let you into a little secret, Jennifer. In the moments where I haven't had an awful lot to do, we have these little headsets so that we can do like Teams calls with each other, a bit like Zoom, but a bit different, like more corporate. And they're these little headsets that have got the little microphone piece that come out the front. So I've plonked that on my head and plugged it into my computer, and I have started watching Jennifer's channel from the beginning. I am catching up on all the content that she made before I even knew she existed, and she has been keeping me company, whether she realised it, this whole week, and it has made me feel more grounded. It has made me feel more settled. It has given me comfort. It has given me company, because I work in a very solo role, so just to have her chit-chatting. I haven't been watching because I need to be doing the work that I'm doing, but she's been open on a tab, and then that tab has been minimized so I can't actually see, but she has been chit-chatting in my ears all week at work, and it has really helped get me through. It really, really has. So Jennifer, if you're watching this, you have been sat with me every minute of the day for the past week, whether you knew it or not. And I'm going to continue watching all the older videos because it will give me an even bigger, clearer picture of Jen, like where she's come from the beginning, like how she began and how she's developed over all these years of doing it. 'Cause she's been doing it five plus years now, guys. Because she always shares little snippets of her life and stories from her past, and you get to know a lot more about Jennifer in her videos. So I've gone right back to the beginning, and I'm working my way through from 5 years ago. Obviously, if new ones drop, I watch the new one, and then I go back to all of her older ones. So she has been keeping me all week without her knowing, and then she just does the unbelievable, which is to design and create and video a tutorial of a beautiful hat named after me, and I can't put it into words. I can't describe what that feeling is like. It is, but overridingly, I can't help it, but I feel like I don't deserve it. I feel like there are so many more people that should have had a pattern named after them. Yeah, I just absolutely beside myself. I texted a few friends and told them, and texted Mike while he was at work, and he was like, no way. And I texted the kids, and they were like, come on mum, that's great. And it really was a lovely second half of the day that that video dropped. And like I said, I will pop that video down in the description box for you. So if you fancy making yourself a Manfa hat, you know, and showing it on your channels or on your community tabs, or letting me know that you've made it, then please do feel free. You have got to credit the gorgeous Jennifer, the one that made it. And then obviously you need to explain what or who Manfa is, because like I said, it's not a normal word to be in our everyday vocabulary. So, but yeah, I was just tickled pink. I really was. I was over the moon. I was gobsmacked, lost for words. Like I said, I nearly peed myself, nearly puked, crying, the lot. So Jennifer, you said in that video you hope it makes me smile. It did more than that. On a serious note, it made me feel valued. It made me feel seen. It made me feel heard. It made me feel loved and cared about. And I have felt loved and cared about anyway. Please do not get me wrong in any way, shape or form. I have had lots of you reach out to me. I have had lots of you check in on me. I have some amazing friends that I keep in contact with outside of YouTube. Everyone is doing their bit to rally around and support me and love me. All of you are. All of you have been absolutely amazing and so understanding. But to have somebody that you don't have in your circle of friends daily or outside of channels, and someone with such bigger numbers than yourself to like you enough to name a pattern after you, just it's just something else. It really, really is. But yeah, you made me feel valued. You made me feel like I've got a purpose. You've made me feel that I'm important somehow, because that's been a bit lacking at work. It's been a bit lacking for lots of reasons, and I'm sorry, you got me. I said I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to be a mess, because all I've done is cry. You made me feel like that quote, a family doesn't get left behind, and nobody can put a price or a value on that. I know that there is so much more out there that I can go and grab, and I should see this as an opportunity to, you know, the world is my oyster and I can do anything I want if I put my mind to it. But I am so exhausted and so emotionally drained and mentally foggy that I can't even begin to think about how I'm going to fix this. So to have all of you wonderful people watch me and support me and do the things you do for my channel, to have my gorgeous friends that check in on me, and Jennifer to do something I never thought would ever happen, it's amazing. It's amazing. And these are happy tears, believe it or not, they are happy tears. I don't think, Jennifer, you know the impact you have on people. And I mean that in a good way. you're very much like me. You just see yourself as someone who talks about yarn, crochets, puts out, I mean, you do way more than me. You're a designer. You put out tutorials, but you put your content on your channel. And that's just it. It's your channel. Like you rightly said, you are Jennifer. You are not Cinnamon Stitches. I'm Sam. The only person I am Manfa to is my dad. But I am Sam. And Sam is struggling. But to feel the love really, really does help. It really, really, really helps. And I'm so thankful that I have got a lot of love in this community. A lot of love in this community. And I will always, always thank Mike with all my heart for giving me that push to press the button and start my channel. Because if he hadn't made me do it, none of this would have happened. And I am so thankful for this. This is my happy space normally. This is my passion. This is my hobby. This is my therapy. This is my place where all my people are. And so lucky that I've got you all. Don't ever take it for granted. Don't ever take for granted that we're too busy to not notice, or subscribers don't mean anything to us, because for me, and I can only speak for me, you all mean the absolute world to me, each and every one of you, because for every view, for every thumb, for every comment, for every email, it's a piece of love that you are giving to us, just like our content is love that we give to you. It's a two-way street, and I feel the love, and I hope you guys feel the love. I do my best, I really do, and I don't ever take you guys for granted, because without you guys I don't have a channel. And I am so thankful, so thankful. I really, really am. So yeah, as you can see, I am an emotional mess. It has been an absolute roller coaster of a week. I've been bawling my eyes out, which is a bit embarrassing. I feel a little bit socially uncomfortable and awkward, but it is just me here. Everybody else is out, well, apart from the dog, but he's not feeling very well. He's been being sick since I've come home, so he's obviously eaten something that hasn't agreed with him. So Mike's at work. My eldest boy is at his girlfriend's. My middle and my youngest have gone out to see their friendship groups respectively, and Mike's daughter is spending a week with her family. So it is just me home. So I think, like I said, I'm going to turn this camera off in a minute. I am going to go and have a lovely hot shower. Love a hot shower. Get into some fresh, clean pyjamas, because there's nothing better than fresh, clean pyjamas. And then I am going to select some yarn and get my hook and make my Manfa hat, because you can't have a superstar celebrity crocheter like Jennifer create a pattern and then not make it. That would just be like the ultimate snub. That would be so rude and just bad manners. So even though I don't do hats, I'm making my bloody hat. Oh yes I am. And at some point I will come on this channel wearing it, whether I look like a right doofus or not, because it's my hat. Jennifer said it's my hat. So I am going to make it and I'm going to wear it. I don't care what I look like. And I am going to treasure it, because I have a bloody pattern written for me, or in honour of me. What the flock? How did this even come about? It's because of a beautiful, super talented, amazing woman who saw me and wanted to give me some love and some smiles. It's that simple, but it isn't any less incredible or mind-blowing. So, apologies for a little bit of a waffly, bimbling, verbal diarrhea of a video. I don't know. It's just been rambly nonsense, and most of it hasn't been overly positive or joyful. But if you could see into my heart, only then would you understand the feeling that I've got. And it was Jennifer that did that. So yeah, crazy. I know she is Jennifer, but Cinnamon Stitches wrote a pattern after me. Little old boring me. Crazy times. Crazy times. I just feel so honoured, confused. I feel all of the emotions, not the negative ones, but all of the good ones. See, I've been crying, now I'm tired. Whenever I have a little bit of a weep, I instantly start yawning and feel tired and sleepy. Is that a me thing, or do you guys get the same? I don't know. So yeah, I suppose today is just like a vloggy, rambly, nonsensical. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna go because clearly I've lost the ability to use my brain. I think I need some chill and downtime, don't you guys? I just need to look forward to these next 2 weeks that I've got off. Hope that nothing major happens in those 2 weeks that put another dampener on anything. Just try and have a bloody good time with those that I love the most, and hopefully mentally get my head around it a bit more and be in a stronger position before I go back. Because the Sam that was in work today, I can't go to work like that every day. They really will sack me. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you got to the end of this video, you are an absolute rock star, because it has just been blah, 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 blah. But I hope I kept you company at least, and I hope it, for those of you that have reached out and told me that you were worried, I hope in a way it makes you go, oh, she's here, she's doing a video, she's fine. She's not doing that great, but at least she's still here, and that was my intention as well. But also to give the biggest in the world of bloody thank yous to Jennifer, because I think it's going to take a couple of days for that to sink in as well. It'll probably be Monday that I'm like, you know, at the moment I'm just incredulous, absolutely incredulous, but in such a fantastic way. Anyway, I am sure you are all familiar with Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, but if you are not, of course, her channel link is going to be in the description box. The Manfa hat tutorial video will also be in the description box, and like I said, if you make it and you have a way of featuring it, then please do credit Jen for a gorgeous pattern. Explain who the bloody hell Manfa is, because not a lot of people know. And even if you've got Facebook and Instagram and stuff, put it on Jennifer's Facebook page and her Instagram as well. Just show your beautiful skill, guys. Show your beautiful work. We love to see what you are making, and I've seen a few Manfa hats already, and they are just stunning. So Jennifer, I honestly cannot tell you thank you enough, and I cannot convey anymore how much I love you and appreciate you. I wish I could do the same in return, but I ain't no designer, so I'm really sorry. You're just going to have to make do with, I love you, thank you so, so much. I know, it's paltry and crap in comparison, but it's all I got. All I've got is to give you my heart, so there you go. Anyway, I love all of you guys as well. Like I said, if you got to the end of this video, you are absolute rock stars. I will be absolutely fine. I am just going down a little bit of an uncertain route at the moment, but I will make my way through and I will come out the other side and everything will be okay. It has to be, because I don't have any other choice. Okay, so I will be absolutely fine. Anyway, please come back for the next video. Until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love ya.